in the game.
Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the MAC, the Kent State Golden Flashes, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Golden Flashes will boot it away to start the game. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So the Oklahoma Sooners offense will go on the attack first. And we are going to be treated to a great show today, Jesse. 2 of the most dynamic players in the country in the same backfield.
And you got to give this coaching staff credit for bringing these 2 guys into the program, right, David? You're lucky if you just have the quarterback. But on top of that,
there he goes! He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. Guys, Oklahoma's transition to the SEC in 2024 taught them a lesson that you might be able to get by at times without offensive consistency, but you won't thrive. So what kind of pressure, David, is the new guy under center under?
A lot of pressure, but obviously the experience, the transfer over. He was the top guy at that spot in the transfer portal. You bring in a new offensive coordinator, new weapons around him, so a revamped new Oklahoma offense. They're hoping they will match their defense, and those wins will go up and up and up.
Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. And the Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Goes to the option. Now the toss. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Sooners kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Trying to get the corner. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
and that's something this offense is going to try to do in this game, and they're doing it early. They want to establish the run game. They want to be more physical. They want to control the line of scrimmage. That's how they're going to attack this defense.
The RPO, it's complete. Turning on the jet. Touchdown Sooners. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Let me tell you, that opening script was a masterpiece. Send that baby to Hollywood, and it's a blockbuster.
I think so, and A-listers all over the field for this offense. You saw some of the playmakers they've got and the speed. Great job going out and executing on that opening drive.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the So Kent State's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Using his legs, it's Newman. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
A nice job on second down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching him off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the first down.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quarterback moving. Turning it on.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And to get rid of it quickly.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Picks up the first down, still moving. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution. There's always been a lot of flash and sizzle to the Oklahoma offense, but it's built on being tough.
Yeah, and especially the great teams. The great teams that you think about in Oklahoma past, the ones that were in the national championship or in the...
It's a seam wide open. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Sometimes the timing of the screenplay, it takes a little bit of time to get some depth and a little bit of acting by the quarterback and the running back. Well, they didn't win an Oscar. Let's put it that way. Not good acting. That play went nowhere. The screen pass was not successful.
Got it in the middle, it's Ott. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. period. First down here. Back to pass. It's Mateer. Hauls it in. And he showed off that stiff arm for a nice pickup on the play.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Going for 6. Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone.
Love the coverage on the back end by the defense on that play. In these scramble-type situations, the quarterback's rolling out to his right. Everything breaks down, and it really gets hard on these defenders to have to stay with their man, but a good job there by the defense.
Good job by this defense, man. They've given up some yards and some plays on this drive, but they didn't lose focus. They stayed dedicated to what they're doing, and a great job on third down, forcing the fourth down here, and hopefully the field goal attempt.
Fourth down and less than a yard, and of course the offense is going to stay on the field. He'll sneak it. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Yeah, I think those quarterback sneaks used to be for the big, strapping quarterbacks, but man, nowadays, dude, all you got to do is fall forward, and it's such a hard play to stop. So you see this all across all levels of...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Out of bounds, right at the 10-yard line as they are threatening to score.
The closer you get to the end zone, the more you start to bring big bodies on the field, right? The field shrinks. I'm worried about you running the football, particularly up the middle. But how about the offense? Does a nice job tossing the ball on the perimeter, going out there, getting some positive yards, trying to get 7. I ain't settling for no field goal.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays when I can be physical.
Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with it.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
All right, I like the aggressiveness. I want to be aggressive as a play caller when I'm coming out of my own end zone, when I got a little bit of space to throw the football, and you could tell they wanted to be aggressive, wanted to take a shot. Defense was ready, locked them down, but thank goodness, still had a little space left.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. To the air on second down. Pressure got to him, couldn't get rid of it, and they got him for a safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away. Running to Green.
Returner is tackled down at the 36, and your Oklahoma Sooners will take over.
Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
The Sooners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quick completion to the right. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big. But you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic playmakers.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
So now it's 2nd and long. He'll ride his man on the option. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. And the Sooners will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. To the air on 1st down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The Golden Flashes will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Based on this field position, Jesse, they need to get something on the board before the half.
And they got to be aggressive too, Reese. They've got the weapons to attack and try to steal a field goal here.
You practice these situations all during the week. You know you got to be fast, take advantage of the clock, it's stopping, making sure you're throwing the football down the field to try to get some points.
The Sooners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Takes a hit as he fires. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Gibson. He's stopped at the 5, but the completion sets him up with a 1st and goal. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He wants to throw it. Looking to get it in. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point extends the lead to 16. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Hunter. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Gonna run it. It's Newman. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? And with that, let's head back to Oklahoma and Memorial Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Just about set to get this second half underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. RPO complete to open the drive. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it's still a positive game.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Forced out of the pocket. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. And the Golden Flashes come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, the ground game. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a deep.
There he goes. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Martin. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down on this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
And the stiff arm was strong, but the defense was stronger, and they stop him for a short gain. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The Golden Flashes send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And that one will find its way into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. To the air, it's Mateer. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football. You can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Here we go. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. The Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll move the wide receiver. Going up top again. Unleashes one. Got his man. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. And the Sooners are on the move. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Sategna. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Quarterback may change this route. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? And now in the pitch, the ball's loose. He picks it up, still on his feet. Got the first down and more. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains. The Sooners have it in scoring position on first and goal. To throw, it's Mateer. Into the end zone. Touchdown Sooners! And the pummeling has started. Like a Thanksgiving. Herky. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, running back on the move. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
On third down, going up top. That's reeled in. It's Etheridge. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. Great place to start for this offense. The option look. Now the pitch. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Quarterback keeper. Headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma! That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Ball State is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Schumann Stadium, one of the more fun places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Ohio. The MACtion never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Working well behind the sticks on second down. He'll do it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. And a sack all the way back at the 5. And the Golden Flashes line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great.
He's loose. And oh no, he loses the ball at the end of the run. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover.
Man, you talk about a helpless feeling. When you're the guy who fumbled and you're watching that thing roll towards the sidelines, you're like, please get out of bounds, and it does. Tell you what, the offense has the lead. That was a big-time play for that thing to get out of bounds and not cost them a turnover.
From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Trying to set up the screen. Touchdown, Sooners! Ball that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0. And another passing touchdown for this Sooner quarterback. He keeps this up, and he might wind up in that 100 touchdown club with Baker Mayfield and Landry Jones.
So many good guys that have had good days, but how about this day? I mean, fitting the ball all over the yard, just padding the stats, and you start mentioning guys like Jones, and you start mentioning guys like Baker Mayfield, that's Sooner pristine legacy there.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Golden Flashes now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Quarterback on the keeper. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. It'll be 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Cole. And the Heat gets there, and they get it down at the 14-yard line. And the Golden Flashes will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Quickly complete. And that spin move kept the play alive and let this guy pick up a few extra yards.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Fires left. He's got an open man. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out. Just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
To their lead. And he puts through the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He'll pull it on the read. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Looking to throw, it's Cole. Pressure coming. He'll pull it down. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Golden Flashes will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead.
And he didn't squeeze it. It's loose. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
What a great job by the defense, securing the wide receiver, getting the football out, getting it on the deck, and dadgummit if it didn't bounce right back to the offense.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
That has got to feel good if you're this offense picking up that first down by running it, because we know the struggles they've had this season, particularly on 3rd down. So to come out here, run the ball, keep the drive alive, let's see if they can generate a little bit of momentum.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Lets it fly deep downfield. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game. And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They've built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to...
Hauls it in, the first down and more. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had